Chitacha Vangyushrazam Lingo Shoshanam Vangyushrazai Shatrim Cha Aurai Ayim Darekobyo Dadadvashtarim Yata Hueryo Ataratu Shat Chitacha Vangyushrazam Lingo Shoshanam Vangyushrazai Shatrim Cha Aurai Ayim Darekobyo Dadadvashtarim Hashem Vahu Vaishtamasti Vishtasti Vishta Amaya Dashai Vaishtaya Shem.
Group identities. Attention.
दया कर दान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना हमारे ध्यान में आओ प्रभु आँखों में बस जाओ अंधेरे दिल में आकर के परम ज्योति जगा देना बहा दो प्रेम की गंगा दिलों में प्रेम का सागर हमें आपस में मिलजुल कर प्रभु रहना सिखा देना हमारा कर्म हो सेवा हमारा धर्म हो सेवा सदा ईमान हो सेवा व सेवक चल बना देना वतन के वास्ते जीना वतन के वास्ते मरना वतन पर जान फिदा करना प्रभु हमको सिखा देना दया कर दान भक्ति का हमें परमात्मा देना दया करना हमारी आत्मा में शुद्धता देना.
Group sentences. Attention. Bulbul prayer song
Okay.
Group sentences.
Sit.
Group attention. Jasmine.
Her nose is.
Group pull out.
Right now, let them just sit in the center. But I'll go tell them.
And welcome to this little interactive session that Mrs. Havove Tarapore is going to conduct for all of us, or rather for all of you, not for us. We are just going to watch her do this. Yes, we have people here who say they will also be very happy watching us. So thank you very much for having us here, guider, flock leader, guide leader, all you little bulbuls and scouts and guides. I don't know whether you attended in the past. We had one small session in ambulance brigade. Some of you would have come there, remember? Malcolm uncle who's sitting here gave us a little talk on what is brand Parsi. Okay? Today Havove auntie is going to talk to us on something which is useful to us in everyday life. What you have on your body every single day. What is that? That's right. Sudreh Kasti. And how did you wear that Sudreh and Kasti? There was a little ceremony done on you sometime. Remember? What was it? Navjote. Now, she is going to explain to us in very simple ways how the two are connected, how they affect our daily life, how we should think of these things in future. And now, I won't say more, I'll let her do the rest of the talking. Havove auntie is from Canada. She writes a magazine called Simply Dim. Simply Dim. It's very simple. That is why she has used the word simply. And Deen means, you know what Deen means? Religion. Dharam. Okay? She's an author of that. She's also the in charge. She's the, what should I say? You are the founder. She's the founder of an organization, a charitable organization called Homata Foundation. It's a charitable organization which does a lot of charity work. Besides all this religious activity that she undertakes and gives us lectures and writes books. Many of these books are here, which she'll introduce you to them slowly. So I give the mic to Havove auntie. All yours.
Thank you, Hanos, very much for that introduction. And thank you, children and scout leaders, guide leaders, for coming and attending today. Really, really pleased to see such a large crowd here today. I'm just going to first address what we're going to do today. For a few minutes, I'm going to talk about the topic. And then afterwards, it's not going to be all talk. The kids are going to demonstrate as we go through and as we learn, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to stop the talk at some point, and I'm going to arrange the kids in a way to play a certain game. After that, the game is done, we're going to just summarize a little bit from what we learned today. And then I want to put it also in an adult perspective, because there's a lot of people here that are adults, and there's a lot of people who will be watching from home with their children, our grandchildren, and I want to also put it at that adult perspective of what we're going to put into fun and games today. So that will be closer to the end of the talk after our demonstration with the kids. And after that, we're going to have some prizes. We'll see who's paying attention. You guys ready for some prizes? Anybody want prizes? No? Nobody wants prizes? Oh, come on. Okay. And then after that, after all that is done, if anybody would like to purchase any of the books, today's talk, a lot of the information you will find, I have the book over here for sale. It's excellent for these kids here and the guides and guide leaders also. So if you're interested, please do get it. What we're going to do today, demonstration we're going to do today, is only a few pages out of this book, but the book contains a lot of information about Din and a lot of understanding. Later on, we're going to apply it to our adult life and our daily life, whatever we've learned today, and so I hope the adults are tuned in for that as well. What I'll do is I'll start talking a little bit, and then I'll arrange the kids in a way to prepare them for the demonstration, so that when we are starting the demonstration, there's not a whole lot of racket around. Also, I just want to mention that Havove and Hanos here and Enduring Faith, they are doing a lot of work, and they don't just do this work for us. They're doing a lot of work for the community as well, protecting our institutions, protecting everything. They're right on the ball doing all of that. And it's really gratifying to see that so many different organizations are starting to come together. This is normal. This is how Dada or Mazda works. This is how the Yazids and Amisasbans work. They all work with cooperation. They all have their own job. But then in the end, they all cooperate together, and I'm so glad that we're seeing this in the Parsi community today. So, without further ado, I'm going to start. And before I start, like I said, I wanted to arrange the children so that we don't get confused in the middle of the talk. So, what I would like the children to please, from shortest on that side to tallest on this side. Could you arrange yourselves, please? Sorry?
Own groupings also. So they can be in their own.
But actually I can't do that for this demonstration.
Okay.
Yeah, please. Do you mind just going from shortest? Come on, kids. Okay. You guys look like the shortest. Come on this side. Okay. We have a 5 on this side who have a special job. Those of you behind these 5 are going to cheer for them when they're doing their thing, okay? And those of you behind these 5 are going to cheer for them when they're doing their thing. But the 9 of you have your own place. Do you remember your place? You'll remember your place, right? You guys will remember your place, right? Okay. Aspi, can you just put like a masking tape? We see these today, what we're going to talk about, girls and boys. Does anybody know why we're here today? What is the topic? Sorry? Zoroastrianism. What else? What about Zoroastrianism? Anybody know why we're here today? No? Okay, well, I'm going to tell you. We're here because everybody wants to know, why do we have to wear Sudreh, Kasti, right? Do you want to know that? Do you guys want to know why we have to wear Sudreh, Kasti? How about you? You want to know? Do you guys want to know why you have to go through a Navjote? Yeah? Okay, so today we're here to talk about that. And it's going to be a lot of fun. But first, because I have little kids and older kids, I have to make sure everybody understands the language. So do the younger ones know what the meaning of relationship is? So we're going to talk about the relationship between our body, our mind, and our soul. So can you guys tell me what relationship means? Does anybody want to explain? You guys are so shy. What is a relationship? And your relationship, it's how you act together with one another, right? You'll see each other, you'll hug each other, am I right? If you don't like somebody, you'll stay away from them, am I correct? So that is a relationship, how you interact with one another. Do you youngsters understand? Do you understand what? No, you don't understand? Okay, do you know what a relationship is with your parents? You don't know? It means how you behave with your parents. Do you behave same with your parents as you do with everybody else? No? Yeah? You do good, good, that's good. Anybody else doesn't understand? You don't understand? Okay, so right now, see what's happening? This is a relationship. I'm talking and you're all shy. And everybody is afraid to speak. Okay, that's a kind of a relationship because I'm standing here and you're sitting here and everybody's scared of me, right? So we don't want that. We want to change that. So how our mind and our body and our soul work together, how these things work together, that's what we want to know. Do you understand? Do you understand now? Do you guys understand? Okay, so that's the first thing. What is a relationship? Okay, so somebody is going to have to repeat it after me. What is a relationship? It's how two things, what?
How they behave with each other.
Yes, good girl. How they behave with each other, how they affect each other also. Because if somebody's mean to you, it affects you, right? You're going to be sad, right? If somebody's really nice to you, you're going to be really happy, right? Am I right? Okay, so that's the relationship. Okay, now we're going to talk about the next thing. So, since we're talking about all these complicated things, I want to make sure all the kids are online. So what is the difference between the body and the soul? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me? What's the difference? Don't read the little words, just read the big ones. What's the difference between body and soul? Boys? Come on. Okay, let me give you a helping hand. Can you see the body? Who can see the body? Everybody can see the body? Okay. Can you hear the body? Can you hear? Can you hear us when we speak? When we move? Yeah? Can you feel the body? Can you touch it? Yeah? Okay. What about the soul? Can anybody hear the soul? You can hear your soul? You're super duper. Anybody can hear the soul? No. Can anybody touch the soul? No. Can anybody see the soul? No. These are hard things to understand. We're going to make it really simple soon. Okay? So, what about your thoughts? Because here we're talking about our mind. So, what about our thoughts? Can we touch our thoughts? Can we can we hear our thoughts? We can? How can we hear our thoughts?
When we think, we can hear ourselves like what do we want to do.
You can hear yourself in your own mind. You're hearing yourself not with these ears though, right? You're hearing your own thoughts in your own mind. That's a good point. Very good point. So, but nobody else can hear your thoughts, right? Until, okay, let's move on. So, now we know that we can see and hear and touch the body. We know that there are thoughts we can just hear in our mind. So what's the interaction between our body and our thoughts? Can you tell me? Can anybody tell me? Come on. How do you connect the body and the thoughts? What's the interaction? Yeah, go ahead. Stand up. You don't know? Anybody? Okay, so right now, if I say I'm thirsty, if I think that I'm thirsty, what's going to happen? What's going to happen when you're thirsty? What do? You're going to reach for a glass of water, right? So your thoughts are connected to your mind. So what if I say, I like ice cream, and I want some ice cream, right? And you'll want it. So your thoughts are affected by what? By your taste right now, something that you want to taste, ice cream. What about nice music? What if you want to hear nice music? Very good. What a smart girl. Your thoughts are affected by your senses. So you like to hear nice things. You like to see nice things. You want to see a pretty garden. You don't want to see a garbage dump, right? So your thoughts are affected by your senses. So this is how your mind and your body are connecting each other. Do you understand now? Do you understand? Right? Okay? All right. We're going to make it really simple soon. But I have another question to ask you first. How does our soul interact with our body? What business? Now we know our mind. We know if we're thirsty or hungry, we want something. What about the soul? What does it do? What does it do for us? Anybody? Yes?
It gives us oxygen.
It gives you oxygen. It gives you life. Does anybody agree that? Does the soul give you life? Yeah. What happens when the soul leaves the body? What happens, guys, when the soul leaves the body? What? We die. Can the body do anything without the soul? It can't do anything. Only when the soul is in the body can we hear when we're alive and we want things, right? Is that right? So when the soul is in your body, it works. Your body works. When your soul is out of the body doesn't work. Am I right? Okay. The next question is, why did Dadaji put the soul in our body? With this body, with mind. Why do you think he did that? Can we kick some guesses? You don't have to have the right answer. Any guesses? Any guesses? Adults? Any guesses? Boys? Boys? Any guesses? You're not bystanders. Come on. Why did Dadaji put a soul in our body? A body with senses and a body that can think. Why did he do that? You guys, anything? Why do you think? You're gonna give me the right answer, I'm pretty sure. Why? Anybody? Anybody? Yes, please.
The God has given us a soul in our body and a mind to think, so that we can use our brains and live a good life of good thoughts, good words, and good deeds, and follow our basic principles of our religion.
Thank you. How does that sound? Does that sound right? What does it mean? What did what she say just mean? Okay, we're going to find out pretty soon. But before we're going to find out, I'm going to ask you one more really tough question. You're going to know all the answers by the time you finish, okay? One more really tough question. So you thought something. You thought, I want water. Where did your thought go? After you thought it, where did it go? No, your brain thought of it. Where did your thought go? Where did it go? Well, you did an action because of the thought, and then what happened to the thought? Because just when I say I like ice cream, it's not just gone, because tomorrow you'll ask me again if you like ice cream. I said, I'll like ice cream. So where did the thoughts go? Okay, so yeah? What? Into that particular thing. Into that particular thing. Yeah, that's a good answer. It goes somewhere else too. What were you going to say? Huh? It stays in our mind. Well, it doesn't stay in your mind, but you know where it stays? If everybody can put their hands on their waist like this, okay? There's a whole circle around you. About the distance of your elbows, okay? And all your thoughts that you ever thought, everything you ever did, all the good and the bad, all that is circling around you. It's called your aura, and it's all around you, okay? So that's where your thoughts are. You can't see them, but they're there, all right? All right. So here I'm gonna switch topic for a minute and let's see if we can figure this out. All right. So we know now that our thoughts are all around us, right? Okay. What's this? Okay, you guys call it a torch. I'm Canadian. I call it a flashlight. Okay, is that okay? You'll understand if I say flashlight? Okay. You know what? For some reason, when I turn this, my flashlight's not working. Any guesses why? The battery's dead? Okay, that's a very good question. Can you see the battery in here? No. And if the flashlight doesn't have a battery, the torch is no good. It doesn't work. Doesn't that sound like our body? So does the battery sound like the soul? The soul gives the flashlight, the battery gives the flashlight energy, right? And it's inside, you can't see it. Am I right? Am I right? Okay. But even though the soul, or the battery is inside the flashlight, the light doesn't turn on by itself. Do you see that? Do you see that the light, there's something I have to do to turn the light on. What do I have to do? Turn the switch on. Turn the switch on. And when I turn this switch on, supposing this flashlight actually works, there you go, what happens? The light comes on. Which light? Where does that power come from? From the soul, the soul of the torch, right? Okay, the battery. Very good, very good. And it's bright light, right? That's like our soul. Our soul has bright light. So how come we can't see it? So how come we can't see our bright light from our soul? Okay, so today we're going to learn something about ourselves from a flashlight and a ball of cotton. Can anybody guess? I'm going to put this down for a second. Huh? Sorry? Shadows. See the light? Yeah? So that's the body. We're pretending this is a human, right? That's the body. The battery inside is the soul. And when the soul is unobstructive in the body, the light comes on, right? But our thoughts are all around us, like a ball of cotton. Now can you see the light? Not as much, right? Not as much, right? So this is very much like what's happening in our bodies right now. Our body is there like this flashlight. The soul is in us. It gives us light. It gives us life. It gives us divine consciousness, but we can't hear it. We can't see it because we have our own thoughts. Okay, let's start again. So we're comparing this flashlight to our body. And you can see that without the battery, the flashlight doesn't work, correct? Correct? And the battery compares to our soul, and the flashlight compares to our body. Do we all have that straight? Yes? Yes? Boys, got it straight? But we can't see our light of our soul when our thoughts are all around. Our thoughts cloud our light from our soul. Do you get that? Understand it? Okay, so now we come to the issue of what is Navjote, what is Sudreh, Kasti, what is all that for? So we did this, what compares to the body, what compares to the soul, you guys are good at that. What compares to the thoughts of our soul is the light. thoughts of our own body compares to the ball of cotton. You guys are really good. Did that. So now what role does our Navjote play? Can anybody guess? Our Navjote is actually that switch. Because right now we all have a soul in us. These 3 girls who don't have their Navjote done, they have a soul in them. They have a body and they have thoughts. But the problem is without their Navjote, that switch hasn't turned on. Okay? And that's what we can compare, that's what we can compare the Navjote to. So body, soul, and the switch, we can compare it to our Navjote. Our Navjote connects us to that divine light. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah? You sure? Okay. And what role does our Sudreh Kasti play then? If we're still talking about the flashlight, what our Sudreh Kasti help us do is they take, their light is on in this soul, and what our Sudreh Kasti help us do is they help pull down our negative thoughts. Okay? It pulls it down, way below our Kasti. Okay? So then the Dadaji's light, our own soul's light can shine through. And what that light means, if I can convert that into thoughts, is like good thoughts, good deeds, right? Good words, divine thoughts. So this is how Sudreh Kasti, Navjote, everything plays a role in our life. Everything has a very important role. Because without it, we are like this flashlight. We have a battery, we have everything, but nobody's turned the switch on for us. Okay? All right, good. Woohoo! Okay. Okay, harder question. So, what kind of thoughts does our soul emit or have, and what kind of thoughts come from our imperfect body? What kind? Guys, what kind of thoughts come from our soul? Guys? What kind of good thoughts? What is a good thought? Okay, what else? Without asking anything in return. What about you girls? Give me 2 things that good things our soul thinks of. No, can't think? What about hate? Does our soul hate? No. What does it do? It loves. Okay. Is it greedy? What is it then? Selfless. Girls, what about you? What is our soul? Give me 2 things that our soul does. Come on. You're good girls. 2 things our soul does, girls. Come on. You don't know anything good. What are good thoughts then? Who wants to? Yes, Telly.
Our soul actually provides us with good thoughts, happiness, but it's our mind that chooses between the greed and the hate.
Very good. So she said it's our soul that
it's our soul that provides us with the good thoughts, the happiness, but it's our mind that chooses between the hatred and the greed to choose the good thoughts over them.
Right. So that's our purpose in life, right? To make sure that we choose the right things. So now can you guys tell me something that the soul thinks? What kind of thoughts and qualities do our soul have? Look here. Speak it out loud. Okay, those are good things. There's a lot more. I just picked 5. Okay? What about the opposite of that? What's the opposite of love? It's the opposite of charity. Greed. It's the opposite of selflessness. Selfishness. What is the opposite of being happy? Angry or sad. And what is the opposite of being humble? Pride. Wow, you guys are smart. So these things then are always playing tug of war. Okay? Our soul is trying to make us do good things, right? And choose the good things, right? But there's these other things that are coming from our body, from our senses, from our eyes, from our ears, that wants us to do a little bit of bad things. We get greedy, sometimes we get angry, sometimes we want to be looking better than the next guy or the next girl, some things like that. So we are just human and we have these imperfect thoughts. And this is a tug of war in our life all the time. All right? So this is the true meaning of what life is. What life is always pulling you. Good thoughts are pulling you in a good direction towards Dadaji, towards goodness. And bad thoughts or imperfect thoughts are pulling you the other way, away from Dadaji. All right? Do you see that tug of war? So love, charity, selflessness, they're all pulling you upwards towards Dadaji. And these ones, hate, greed, selfishness, anger, they all pull you away. Right? So, what if right now we can't see our thoughts, right? Can you see your thoughts around you? No. But now we're going to play a game. And what if we can take a big magnifying glass and look and see if we can see our thoughts? All right? So here we're going to start playing a game, and it's going to be like a tug of war. Okay? We're going to have the good thoughts on this side. We're going to have the bad thoughts on this side. and we're going to have the Navjote in the middle. All right? So, first of all, you three stand up and grab that rope right where you are. Okay? This is the Navjote. This is the one who hasn't got their Navjote done yet. Now, you guys stand up, grab the rope, move down just a little bit. Okay? When they're pulling, you guys cheer. You guys, the first 5, grab the rope. Yeah, you guys. Grab the rope, move over a little bit towards that side. And to pull. You guys not ready yet? Okay. So, you guys, you're not allowed to pull. Not this time. Okay? If they pull you this way, you're going to go that way. If they succeed and pull you that way, you're going to go that way. Wherever they pull you, you have to go. Okay? Is that fair? Okay. So, tug of war. Go. Okay, stop. Okay, back to your places. Back to your places. Okay, stop. So, here we found out that we're, before our Navjotes, or even without religion, we don't really have the strength to fight the bad thoughts. They are so strong, okay? And sometimes, just like these young children are a little bit confused even about what I'm saying today, they're confused about what is right and wrong. They don't know why it's wrong that they shouldn't get all the candies and the other kid shouldn't. They don't know that maybe. So they have these issues. So then comes religion, and religion helps you understand right from wrong. So now you guys, you three, you are allowed, now that you have religion, you're allowed to pull. Okay? Okay, let's see. Stand up. Stand up. Let's see. Come on. Good thoughts. Let's see. All right, let's pull. Not allowed. Okay, places, everybody back to their place. Okay, back to your place, sweetheart. Back to your place. Okay, so we're just beginning. Now we're going to set up the game a little bit. Now you guys get an idea of what's going on. Cheerers, you weren't doing your job. All of you were not cheering for the right side. Okay? You guys, your job is a little later. Hano-san's not allowed to take over your job. Okay? All right. Okay, so Aspi, can you help me with these shirts here? So what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that this is a huge magnifying glass, okay? And the Navjote kids are going to stand up. Stand up, you three. No, not yet. I'll do that side first. Yeah, and first to first, like first goes to first girl, okay? Havove you also, maybe. Aspi tu ai bajuja. Okay, so when I take this big magnifying glass, just to make it very clear to people, what I'm doing is I'm trying to go, you guys stand together real close. Okay, stand real close, real close. Okay, and I'm trying to see where your thoughts are, okay? And I can see some bad thoughts, I can see some good thoughts all around you, because go like this. Yeah, that's how far your thoughts are. You see, I can see some good thoughts, I can see some kindness, oh, I can see some anger. Okay, so now we're going to pretend that these are all your thoughts. These are all your negative thoughts, bad thoughts. And we're going to pretend that these are all your good thoughts, okay? All right, and then we're going to do our Navjote and see what happens, all right? Okay, so everybody got this side? These are good thoughts. Okay, so the first one, we're going to see a bad thought. Stand up, bad thought. Okay, okay. So, this is very easy. So this is just a handle. You can just, Havove. This goes around their shoulders like this.
I'll do that.
Okay, wear this. Sweetheart, do you see what your thought is? It's called hate. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Then we'll do the next one there.
Hey.
Can you go there and there and tell everybody that you hate them? Say, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. say to the girls. And then, and what about your friends here? Say, I hate you, I hate you. Okay, that's what hate does. Everything wants to hate everything, okay? Then what's the opposite of hate, girls? Love. Oh, love is already ready and standing and ready to go. Uh-oh, love's thing is falling apart. Pull this up. Love, come on. Okay, all right. So, love, you're the opposite of hate, right? So, can you go and tell everybody that you love them? Say, I love you, doesn't matter. Okay. Thank you. Okay, go ahead. So, let's put the rest of the thoughts on. So, the next one is, what's this? Stand up, greed. This is yours. Put your hands through the two loops here. Havove, please help her. Yeah, and the next one, what is opposite to greed? Charity. Thank you, Charity. Stand up. Okay, who's the third one? What are you? What are you? Huh? Selfishness. What's opposite of selfishness? Selflessness. What are you? Anger. Opposite of anger? Happy. Well, stand up. Oh, you are truly humble. Okay, Havove, I Taru. Yeah. Everybody ready? Okay. Now, can the camera show all the names, please? Can you put your wings right so the camera can read it? Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay. Cheers. Don't forget to cheer. Okay? All right, finish, right? Okay. So, can each of the Sudreh, so can each of you tell me which piece you have on, or somebody can read it for me, for you behind. 1 second, I'll bring a mic. 1 second. It's called Zaranamentum Surem. It means our golden weapons or golden tools. But what's highlighted in yellow? Right sleeve. What's the other one?
Left sleeve.
Left sleeve. And the next one? Girivan.
Two side seams.
Two side seams. Pachi?
Actually, two side seams again.
Oh yeah, because there's two of them. You guys are together, hand in hand. Okay? Pachi? Tiri. Okay, which one? The single one.
Opposite side of single.
Ah.
And Tiri again, left side for males, right side for females.
Okay, so you two are together, right? And this is a single Tiri. Okay. All right. There's 3 more people there that I had picked, and they're gonna hold on to this rope and only come when I tell them. Okay? All right.